Hi, hello. Grilled cheese. Grilled cheese, please. You get them sexy buttons in the kitchen and make me a sandwich, woman. Are you? Okay, well, there you go. Hey, my mother is a saint. You don't talk bad about my mother. Oh, okay, okay. So how's that sandwich coming along? You done making it yet? Well, I'll be waiting.
What's up with you?
Professor Ezekiel.
Hi, I'm 42 years old. Well, one, the thing that got me was the males are rude. To me, I find that offensive because of the simple fact, ma'am, that I get along with everybody. I don't sit there and disrespect no one at all. And for someone like you, no offense, ma'am, for you to put something like that on your little host deal is offensive. And there are a lot of men that are not rude, like me. I am a very prime example. My wife's sitting here next to me. She can tell you I'm not rude to people.
So you've
I'm
never
a
got
good old Southern boy. Go ahead, ma'am. No, because of the simple fact that what you're saying is that pretty much all men are rude. No matter what someone says, even if a guy comes up to you and is polite to you, you still consider all men rude. That's why I took offense to it, ma'am.
you didn't even ask. Yeah.
Yeah, but it don't matter. Look at it from a man's point of view. A man that is actually respectful. A man who cares about other people's feelings.
Sure. Sure. A man that is respectful and cares about other people's feelings wouldn't really care about a statement, men are rude. Because if you're not rude, you shouldn't have a problem with it. Like you don't see me over here like, oh, like offended by the statement. Like, and I'm a very nice
I
guy.
understand that. I
Okay.
understand that. But, from people like me who is not rude,
Oh
I'm
yeah,
we're
no
still
going.
sir.
young.
Oh yeah, no
Does he
sir.
have all his
No, that's
Transition.
Wow, you actually let me up. Thank you. 34. Well, I need to understand what natalism is to be better suited and educated.
Did you?
So you're against having babies? Why is that? Okay, understood. Are you against just people in the United States having babies, or is that also in places like India? Gotcha. Okay, I'm just here to ask, learn, and understand if that's okay. You can't. Can I read read these statements aloud and get better clarity? Can be non-binary and MTF/MTM. What does that mean? Means you're not a boy or a girl. That your gender identity is not a boy or a girl, but your sex is still boy or girl. Well, male and female is in regards to your sex. Yeah, but they're still whatever they were. They're just trans now. Yeah, they'd be a trans woman. Yeah, I was in another discussion and someone was saying, and I agreed they're a trans woman, but they're not a woman. They're a trans woman. But they're different. But they're different. Yeah, so they're not non-binary. They don't identify. They don't identify as non-binary. It's what they call themselves. But what are you? Are you a man or a woman? No, there's different. You can be non-binary and also a man. What is that? You have your intersex organ, so you're a woman that's non-binary. Yeah, because there's two different. Your claim is there's two different classifications. Yeah. I understand the fluidity. Well, your gender identity might be non-binary or fluid, but your sex would be male or female. Well, aren't the two different? Sex and gender are different, correct? So therefore, you have a sex that's either male or female, unless you're a very small percentage that's intersex, and then your gender identity can be whatever you please, but you're still male or female. I do like how it's not a safe space and you're not making false claims, so I do appreciate that. No report. I mean, males are rude. I'd say amongst compared to what is would be the question.
Oh, damn. I'm actually. What's going on? Me? 30s. I don't know. I'm just jumping in. See what you, I mean, you guys are making, declarations on non-binary and how you feel and everything else, and I'm cool with that.
My question is, why is everyone so upset these days about the trans and they're trying to and they what is it? What are you striving for in the community? That's my question, Elaine. Oh, there she is.
Yeah. Who? Yeah, I have no idea who that is. Wait, is it a Blue Rose Lover? Oh no, I have only two accounts, Blue Rose Lover and this one. The other one's a backup account because I accidentally logged off of this one and I couldn't get it on for a while. So I finally got this one to work for the password. Took a while, but I got it back. I am 33.
Not
Wait,
get
what?
you. I just wanted
What?
to ask you a question. I'm not your enemy. Don't worry. Like, I
I
support
just
you
wanted to
all.
hear him talk because he's
Yeah,
cute.
I support you all. Uh, can I ask you a question? Like, and don't get upset about it. Like, this is for Aline.
Yes,
Can
I'm
you
single.
can you do till I die? Can you define now?
Hey,
Don't take
no
this.
reproducing. No reproducing.
I despise sovereign citizens and all those other people. They're idiots. Can you define person for me? You're right. It's an ambiguous term, right? Right, but person actually in the legal context defines towards legal entities. All right, so it doesn't matter if you're non-binary, not binary or anything else, man, woman, not man, half man. It doesn't matter. But when you start defining as a person, you're in a deep amount of fucking trouble. They're people, absolutely. You identify as an individual.
Doesn't understand the
Well,
legal words that you're
I'm
using.
trying
So
to bring you into it because you have to understand, like, your argument inside a political realm isn't really geared towards like natural rights. They're geared towards administrative rights. So as long as you can all be non-binary as long as you don't define as a legal entity.
Peter, that doesn't even make sense to me, and I know what you're not kind of know what you're saying.
Well, if what I'm trying to get to here is if you looked up the definition of person, it can go from anything.
A person is also a corporation.
I'm brain dead. I don't know
I
anything.
I'm
understand
just
the
taking it.
person.
I'm just taking it to the next level. Like you obviously like the conversation is kind of stalemated, right? You obviously are shifting towards the rights to be able to call yourself whatever you want to call yourself. Am I not concurring? So what are you asking?
Oh, so
Who's that?
you don't need advice? Oh, cool.
Well,
So
what
you
does
don't
it have
care?
to do if it doesn't involve with
Yeah.
individual rights?
Yeah. What's the purpose then?
I just want to bring back lesbian bars.
That's cool. You bring back lesbian bars. This is
Hey, Peter, you gotta.
Wait, what? What'd I do?
She thinks, hey, bearded act. She doesn't understand. She's not very smart. Okay.
no, don't disrespect her like that. We don't
It's
need
not
to disrespect
disrespectful. She
people.
thinks that she's above you, Buster. She
No,
thinks that
no,
she's
it,
smart
it
because
doesn't
she's
even matter
funny.
if someone's knocking you, dude. It's all good, dude. It's all
I'm
good.
not being rude. We understand what you're saying. We
Well,
just
it's
don't
cool.
accept
I'm
your
cool with that.
premise.
Explain it. Explain it.
We
I'd
don't
love to
accept
hear
your
it.
premise. You're
Taco
supposed
bar.
to leave. You told us to leave.
Yeah, situationally we are.
Yeah, someone's got to read sometimes.
All right, explain it to me. I'm going to shut up.
Yeah, teach us. Does it matter though? What's the point of it? But he's asking a question. Why does this matter if it doesn't pertain to your rights as a person?
Yeah, I want to see you guys get the correct rights. That's my argument.
Ooh.
So you don't care if people use your proper pronouns then, is what you're saying?
I just ate chocolate ice cream today.
Oh, so you don't really care if people use your pronouns. What are your pronouns, Eileen? So if I call you trans, you wouldn't care then?
Scream with black.
Good. Good.
Yeah, I'm
You
just
know
trying to
how-
understand what point you're coming from. Like, and you'll get a clean slate with me. Like, dude, my girlfriend of 10 years,
Ooh.
like her four best friends are drag queens. Like, you
It's
know what I
not a new
mean?
girlfriend, Buster. That's a bad girlfriend, Buster.
Where's the lesbian flag?
This is all made up nonsense that you just try to find something better than you.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I get what you're saying. My question to you is, in your focus on that subject, how does it propel any of the genders situated to a better state? Yeah, but a conversation is. I like conversating, but go ahead, go ahead.
Ooh, yeah. Eh.
Yeah, and I guess I came. I mean, there could be discussion in that, and I came in more or less to say that, in a way that's distracting all of you guys from really solidifying your place in the world. Like you're diving into the semantics of things. Yeah, I know. It's cool to have conversations, but like if we're all discussing the semantics, the little minute details of everything, like we never get anything done. And so like all of our stuff, all of our rights is just men, women, non-binary, left, right versus whatever is being stripped away while we're stuck in this conversation. And I hate to see that.
I'm stuck at ice cream.
I love ice cream.
Yep.
So I know I'll dip off and give it away, but like you might want to like step back and think about it. Like you could argue this to death, right, for the next year, 2 years, decade. But what are you missing out on while you argue this point? That's debatable. And that's my point. That's it.
What's a
Gosh,
man?
why do you degrade like that? Like that's so rude sometimes, you know?
What the fuck?
I don't know. I'm just not rude to people. Like I just come off a different way. You know what I mean? Like I feel like you're gonna come out and attack me, and I'm just trying to focus a different way a little bit. But that's kind of rude. No, I didn't. Where did I say that? No, I didn't say you should. I asked you why don't you?
True.
Well, that you agreed to my counter argument right there. So you agree that I didn't say that.
Nope.
No, I didn't. And you can't direct back to like mansplaining. Like you're kind of rude. So when I'm rude, it's mansplaining, but when you're rude, you come up with an excuse. Well, that doesn't seem like equal rights. That's a debatable opinion too. We all have equal rights. So you're mad because I brought up a different subject that counteracts your opinion, so you automatically attack? I didn't whip a dog in the corner, you know what I mean? You don't need to get fucking mean. What do you mean? You already told me I was mansplaining, you degraded me a little bit and everything else. No, I didn't. I asked you why. I never stated that you should do anything. I wasn't controlling your narrative at all. I asked you a question. You're kind of cruel, and I don't know, man. You might want to pick a different hobby. You might want to actually grow up. I'm surprised you have an age restriction. See you later. Wasting my time.
Bearded, no! Ah! How? Oh, my bearded. I have a question, though. Okay, you know how you go to Palm Springs and, you see all these flags, the gay flag, trans flags, and all that. One thing I really wish they would put up more is the lesbian flag. I hardly see us getting represented out there. There's like literally nothing. And even the lesbian bars are going down. I'm like, what is going on? That's the main thing I'm concerned about. I do buy them, and then like I said, like I enjoyed my Pride Month, and I went to a restaurant because I was hungry, and then all of a sudden, this woman looks at me with disgust, and she's like, "What are you wearing?" I'm like, "I'm wearing my it's Pride Month. I'm wearing my lesbian flag top," and then she automatically smirks and goes away. I was like, "What the heck? Like, how was I bothering you with my colors?" Literally. Oh shoot, you're in Florida? No, Palm Springs, California. Oh snap, really? Oh damn. I'm learning a lot today, shoot. Old people. Oh damn. Oh, like a retirement community. Oh man, if this was back in the 80s, it would be swinging like crazy. 80s and the 90s were the best time to go to Palm Springs. I kind of miss it now. Ooh, that was the good old days. Ooh, you could wear a bikini outside and not worry about a thing. Hmm. I really did. Huh? Permaban? What's that? Why? Oh, for Pete's sake. Man, TikTok will get you for anything for a live. Like, oh, you said the wrong word. You said this. I'm like, it's TikTok. We're gonna talk. It's our right to have freedom of speech and all this. Like, don't take it away. Just don't. My nails are growing. Yay. Which L flag is your flag? What's up, fool?
25.
Damn!
What? I just want to say that
I'll be back.
why do you think antinatalism is a W? If I'm not mistaken, that's the belief that having kids is essentially like bad. Okay. Have you thought about what demographics contribute to that the
Late
most?
game.
And why won't you call that out specifically? Because I know what demographics contribute the most to population growth. If you look at any, so no, it's definitely not white people. White people have the lowest birth rate out of all races. So yeah, it is true. If you look at any of the countries in the world with the highest birth rates, it's African and Muslim countries. So I'm going to assume that you're a Democrat and you probably advocate for open borders, right?
Don't forget us Mexicans.
So how does I mean, it's you could say the same about Democrats. I mean, Obama himself said he was against gay marriage. He also bombed Libya. I'm sorry. What did I say that was bad? Oh my goodness. All right. Whatever. Continue.
Sorry, I'm back.
That's a wasted vote.
I don't vote.
Well, anyway, I just find it funny how a lot of antinatalists, because I've gone on the subreddit for antinatalism. I find it a very vile place and it's very hypocritical. I
Maybe.
I just find it funny how for me, you cannot be anti-natalist and advocate for open borders. That literally makes no sense. That is literally so you're okay with bringing immigrants into this country who undoubtedly will have kids, but you're going to you want to tell the native citizens of our country to not have kids. That doesn't make sense because
What?
I mean, anybody with any common sense knows that people of Islam are not going to follow that. Hispanics tend to have lots of kids. So what it kind of seems like is you want to advocate for immigrants to come in this country and have all the kids they want, but you want to tell all the native citizens to not have kids. What does that sound like to you? But you know they're not going to follow that, so that makes no sense to have open borders. Go try telling a Muslim family to not have kids and tell me your reaction. But you're anti-natalist, right? So then what is the belief then? You just personally not having kids? But you're going to bring children across the border. So what's the difference between them being born and you bringing them across the border? Okay.
It's never safe. Or a farm. I'll stick to the farm. Oh. Ah! Oh. Ooh, aqua. Bye. Ooh, aquafina.
Say hello. I'm 12.
Yeah, how's it going, sister? I'm 19 years old, sister. I wanted to tell you to thanks, brother. I wanted to tell you to repent of your sins and accept Jesus Christ. Yes. All right. How's it going, brother? Thanks, man. Hey, God bless you, sister. You need to turn to Jesus Christ, all right? Oh yeah, thanks, man.
Hey, I'm 26. So, um, I wanted you to explain the anti-nationalism. What do you mean by by that? What does that mean? That's interesting.
Who is it?
The TikTok live. Okay, thank you.
No, no, why is it?
Hi, I'm 18. Um, my cat has opinions. Sir, that's enough. Do not meow at me. Um, I guess I kind of wanted to address the third point. So I don't know what your stance on the third point is. I don't think you could be non-binary and be male to female or female to male. It just feels personally like that is kind of defeating the point. That being said, I'm open to being corrected if it is possible to correct that. Yes, that I mean, being non-binary is technically under the trans umbrella. That being said, you can't be male to female or female to male if you're non-binary. Um, I know that non-binary also happens to be a spectrum, but it's still not possible to be male to female or female to male as a non-binary. Yeah, you can also be masc presenting or femme presenting as a non-binary. You can't call yourself male to female or female to male while being non-binary. It defeats the whole point. And I know that everything evolves really quickly, but I feel like that's just something that's not going to evolve to be possible. At that I mean, don't get me wrong, if you want to get bottom surgery as a non-binary, go for it. Just don't call yourself male to female or female to male, because that's kind of defeating the whole purpose of being non-binary. And this is coming from somebody who uses she, they pronouns. It just defeats the whole purpose of being non-binary as a whole.
So I would like to. So I understand like non-binary and like trans and I'm not like fluid with the certain terms, but I feel like at a certain point I get confused because it seems a lot for me to even like process because like I'm not trying to offend anyone, but like at some point it's just it gets confusing for me to be like, okay, well, like, can't we all just get along and not be so focused on like simple things like this, you know?
I'm personally against the idea of gendered bathrooms, but I'm also against the idea of having multi-stall bathrooms because I feel like that defeats the whole purpose of having a private place to go use your Well, see, I can understand. I'm not going to say I can understand that. That makes it sound like I align with that kind of thinking. I guess what I mean is I don't agree with the idea of having multiple people in the bathroom using it at the same time. Like single stall bathrooms as opposed to having 3 or 4 stalls in a singular room. I've never liked that kind of thing.
Personally, I think that the whole design of the bathroom needs to be redesigned completely. It originally was supposed to be completely covered, like you couldn't see under the stall or anything. It was like a door, and like
That's
each.
how it is in a lot of European countries.
Yeah, and I feel like it should be like that, like here. Like it would make more sense, and then people would feel more comfortable with the bathroom situation, especially with their kids, because then they could just go into like a small room instead of feeling like it's an open space where someone could easily get into the stall.
I feel like I would be more comfortable with multi-stall bathrooms if they were designed like that for total privacy. So every restroom needs to be redone? Yes.
Because like I think like bathrooms should be inclusive, but I also think that that opens it up to people to take advantage of. And I think that's the concern, especially like I have a 2-year old, you know, and that would be my main concern. And like if it was more like one room where you could just like not be so worried about someone easily ducking under or over, um, you know, I feel like it'd be a lot safer. I mean, I feel like people would take advantage of that as well. Okay.
We have laws that make them accountable. They don't really work like that, considering the amount of men that get away with, harassing women and small children with no repercussions.
Keep in mind, like there's other kids too.
They do work that like the self-ID just no, they really don't, considering the fact that my father got away with the shit that he did to me. So you want to tell me about how how our laws hold every man accountable for what they do to women and children? How about you tell that to my father, who got off without any repercussions whatsoever? Just admit that you're transphobic and that you are a little... Can I say that? I was just gonna call him a little B word. But it helps prevent things happening. It really doesn't, considering the amount of cases that are of men harassing women that go without being held accountable is significantly higher than it really should be. Hi, costume.
29. The whole thing with the bathrooms is just a bit crazy, honestly. The way I feel about it is men go to one bathroom, women go to another bathroom. Yeah. But to add, I guess, trans and all this other stuff to other bathrooms is just a bit, I don't know. No, not really. This is more of a new thing.
It really isn't.
I don't know, because at the official site, I mean, if you see a person claiming that they're trans or looking more malish trying to go into a female's bathroom, and where's the historical fact on that? Yes, but where's the historical fact on that? Again, what's the source on that?
They literally just said to look it up.
Yeah, but if you can't tell me where in history that's from, then how are you backing your facts?
Notice how he went silent because he doesn't have an argument. 60s and 70s, they had to keep it a secret. I mean, a lot of them did because there was still a high amount of hate crimes happening during that time, but
Yeah, I'm still here. I was just listening to what you guys were saying. But
also I feel safer with a trans woman in the bathroom than I would if just a straight up man walked into the bathroom. Because they do use the bathroom, the women's bathroom. They have every right to. They're women. And I feel
Wait,
so
did
much
you say
safer
that-
with trans women than I ever did with men. Oh,
yeah, there's definitely some weirdos out there that go into that bathroom.
Yeah,
I'm
because
not
I'm not
denying
gonna
that
be. I'm,
fact.
I'm not just gonna be a random male and just walk into a bathroom, right? Like, proof, evidence. Have you ever experienced that happening? Okay, then shut up. Damn.
I was not
50,
expecting that
then
revelation.
one, they're pedophiles, or two, they got something going on with their brain, bro. You don't see a normal 50-year-old just walking to the bathroom with their kids, bro. Make it make sense, dog. I'm just gonna be for real with you.
I've seen it happen before.
You seen it happen before?
Yes. It happened
Happens
a couple
often.
of years ago when I was working
And
at
your
Target.
entire life of living using the bathroom in public spaces, you've seen a man just walk into your bathroom just randomly, huh? Taking a leak or doing something in the bathroom. Like, come on. bro.
Yes. I used to work at Target. It happened all the time. Honestly, the open urinal concept is weird in itself.
Now I can't take one's word, and I can believe when someone's saying, but I can tell y'all just lying, bro. This never happened, bro.
You can't tell shit.
I can't. I
'Cause
mean,
I'm
this
not
whole
lying.
this is not.
I'm not a. I don't lie that often, especially not about shit like this. I don't lie about this kind of shit.
I mean, it's not a thing. I mean, dude. That's too damn bad, bro. Bring a gun with you if you don't feel safe. Like, y'all don't got no thinking skills. You clearly said they don't feel safe in terms of safety and self.
Yes, and what
Harm,
about
not self-harm,
places
and
that
like-
don't allow them to bring weapons? What are they supposed to do then?
Learn how to
their
fight.
life
If you're
the
scared
entire
for your
time?
life, just using the bathroom. I mean, it's kind of self-explanatory to being a weapon, or use your own weapon, use your fist or something like that. You're a man, right? Like, come on now. Y'all people don't think at all, bro. Can I ask what state you live in, or if you're outside of the United States, can I ask you like where? New Hampshire. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
I'm not gonna lie, I forgot that
Gotcha.
New Hampshire existed.
That's quite sad. I ain't gonna lie. But
I've never seen that, and I live in New York.
yeah. Little J, was that your name? Yeah,
Yeah.
you could tell these people are lying, bro. Like,
Yeah,
you
because
could tell.
I've been in the
You could
Bronx.
just tell.
I mean, I've been in the Bronx my whole life, and I've never seen a man go into a women's
I've
bathroom.
never went to New York. I can't emphasize or say that I have, but like I could take words from people who are truthful than people in this live.
And I'm
And it
never,
goes both
I'm not
ways. You
gonna
never been to the
believe
man
that you
grave.
can
How do you know if a woman
suddenly
goes to the
I've
just
man?
never
tell
seen.
Like,
when
you know
you're
what I
Let me
mean?
lying.
Like,
rephrase.
it can go for both ways, even if you've never been to a men's bathroom, which means that you've never seen a man in your life go in that bathroom unless they're pedophiles. It's just easy as that, bro. It is true. It is true, though. It is true. Yeah. You're crazy. What's
The
bad
only
is going
crazy one
to
here
someone that's
is
that's
you
meant
thinking that you're a
privacy. People
walking
trying
lie
to do their
detector.
business. You go to another sex bathroom. It's labeled men for a reason. Women and men for a reason, bro. That's not usual. That's not usual. Don't. That's not usual. Unless you know what usual means. If you can define it on Google, that's not usual, buddy. No, that's not usual. Men's use toilets and urinals for
Aqua Honey,
both.
why are
That's
you
not a
wasting your
usual
energy on this guy?
energy on this guy. You're funny. Anti. Can you define that?
You need to find that.
Well, that's. I mean, I thought we were having a debate, but it's kind of getting a little childish with the na stuff. If
I
we're having
know
a debate, it's
he or
just a
she,
debate.
whatever, is so childish. I mean,
Not nearly as childish as the guy who's claiming to be a human lie detector.
I mean, I don't think he was doing that, but I'm just here to have a good conversation. Man savior. I don't know what you mean by that.
They definitely have a bromance going on.
That's fine. I'm just here to have a debate. I mean, the whole thing is why bathrooms should be, you know. No, it doesn't.
Because they're men and they want to believe that they're always right. One of the only men that I can actually stand is my cat. Because my cat's a feminist. Aren't you, baby? Hey, baby. I love
No,
him
I was
trying
I
to
was
tell me
actually
that I'm a
saying there's a
liar
spectrum
for
of
stating
things because
experiences
it's
that
not
I've
just
seen
your
firsthand.
bathroom. If we're going about bathrooms, it's men's bathrooms too. So I mean, they're not trans women though. They're literally men. The whole definition.
Rude when you can't
Obviously, you
debate.
do.
Where did we say that this was where did the host say that this was a debate, sweetheart?
I can't help but recognize that while you're talking about how rude men are, you're literally just being rude in the process. What's that all about? Well, it seems like you have a value judgment on that, being rude is not really a good thing, but then you're being rude. I have no interest in classifying either gender as broadly rude or not rude. No, I just thought there was room for a voice here. That's what I thought.
It's an open forum with a topic. That's a debate. It's really not a debate. It's a discussion, not a debate. There's a difference.
I like that differentiation. I don't think he needs it. Why are you being rude to Jay? What did he do? I just got here. What did Jay do?
Absolutely nothing, buddy. There's nobody protecting me. I'm just trying to talk and have my conversation point.
Discussions are debates. No, they're not. There is a difference.
Oh, I just thought calling out rudeness when you were being rude was worthwhile, personally. Look at that. We're all better.
To be fair, we were being slightly rude.
I've been nothing but nice. I mean, I haven't been rude at all. I didn't say that. That was not my. No, he was talking on his point.
Discussions with opposing sides equals debate. Okay, and when did we say that we? I mean, the host did say that she wanted an opposing side to explain earlier, but that wasn't exactly an open for debate. More so, hey, is it possible for us to be incorrect on something, and if so, correct us? That wasn't an invite for a debate. I should know. I studied English, and I'm also an author. I know words. You? What about me, Hellhound? Wait, I recognize Hellhound.
I'm 32. I'm 32, sorry. Give me just a second. I'm turning off something else.
You remember me, Hellhound? I hope it's good things, not bad things. I try to be a good person. For the most part.
I'm curious about one of your little bullet points here. Antinatalism is a W. Can you talk about that? Why stop having babies?
Because we're overpopulated? Also because a lot of most incomes don't allow for children. Frenchie, it's 18 plus. With Sloth.
Do you
My memory is bad. You're gonna.
Do you think there's like a point to continuing the human species? That might be a strange question, but
Frenchie, that's up to the host, but it's 18 plus to come up on the panel. Oh, with Jesse. Hi, Hellhound. I hope it's good things.
couldn't we just like try to move away from a society that needs that has such a high demand on labor forces and militaries? Why is it a man's job?
But don't you benefit from it?
No.
How do you not benefit from it?
I think you benefit in some ways, at least. Plumbing?
Because all over the world, I mean, just in other countries alone, women are viewed very badly. I mean, no.
The Romans also have it.
I do think the Romans were the ones that, well, I might be wrong, but I thought the Romans were the ones that did
They each
plumbing.
had different forms of like waterways. That wasn't the type of plumbing that we have today, but it was like running water that kept things clean in terms of like waste management.
And I didn't mean so much that you have to thank the patriarchy for that, so much as like kind of like capitalism. I thought
Capitalism only benefits those who are already rich.
I don't like capitalism. I'll say that it did it did some good things for the rapid expansion of the US, but I won't say that it's been good in terms of how it's actually affected the citizens. It's just been good in terms of how it's affected our technological advancement.
I agree completely. I think
But
capitalism
we
is a
can
cool
also
stage in
advance
things. Maybe we
technologically
should,
ethically.
yeah, we should evolve to the next thing. I think, like hyper automation, probably.
I mean, we're getting to the point. The way that human technology has advanced, we have advanced more in the last 50 years than in the 200 years before that. And in those 200 years, we advanced more than in the 10,000 years before that. So the way that we're advancing is so, like, on a scale, it's increasing so fast that yes, we are going to be fully automated in terms of the workforce before we have figured out a way to have people live without like an economic system. So there's going to be a period where there are not enough jobs because it's automated, and there's people not getting the resources that they need because those the money that those jobs have being filled has evacuated hasn't been redistributed to those people yet, or to resources that will help them.
Right.
Yes, capitalism has advanced innovation. That's ridiculous. Not in a great way. It's only advanced innovation in the way that they're trying to think of new ways to make things more easily consumable, but that still has
Right.
advanced. Like, you need a new phone every year, but you're not going to buy one unless it's got new properties. So, like, that's how it's advancing innovation. It's not great innovations. It's done a lot of harm too, but like, it does innovate.
Yeah, we've gotten past the idea of like solving problems. It's more about solving things with consumable resources that have to be repurchased every time the problem comes up. Like you can't fix something. You need to fix it incrementally in a way that people have to keep purchasing the solution.
Yeah, because CEOs can only make their money with rapid repurchasing of those things. I have a KitchenAid mixer from the 70s that still works just fine. If that was the same for all of our products, all of those CEOs would go bankrupt because nobody would ever buy anything new.
Yeah, so that
Okay, thank you for the roses.
that makes me wonder like what the next design could be to like make that better.
Yeah, I was
Like,
thinking
I
about this
feel like
today.
there's
Like, we've had the phone for a while, but we haven't had anything new in terms of like a new actual invention that isn't just based off of something that we already have. We haven't gotten any of that recently.
Can you imagine something that you wish we had?
Yeah, molecular travel. I think that we could start working on like teleportation and stuff like. I'm not saying that it would be like accessible now, but there's like parts of quantum mechanics and physics that we haven't really explored yet because the research and development is too expensive. But if we did do things like that, then I think that those would garner some pretty impressive.
What do
I
y'all
mean,
think
we also
about
do
like,
have American scientists that work with those people, so like they might not do it in America, but like in CERN, there are American scientists.
something I've tried to? Oh, go ahead. Sir.
What do you mean morality? What do you mean morality? Like, how is it? How are you linking those two? I mean, other countries also have ethical values, and a lot of them still have to adhere to like national conventions because if you're doing dangerous science, you still have to adhere to like the world government set up for that. If you're creating a new bioweapon, that's not going to be approved by like the UN or things like that. So Okay. Well, yes, I would say that those things have been stifled by the moral objections of the like. Yes, those things have been stifled by the moral objections of like people in the U.S. who run those decision making processes. So I won't disagree with that. I just wanted to clarify what you meant.
Japan also has
Yes.
that.
Yes, we are behind because we spend the majority of our innovation money on war innovation instead of social innovation. So, yeah, that is the problem with capitalism that's based off of a industrial war machine.
Costume baby, what did you just knock down? Don't you meow at me. What did you just knock down? Oh, it's just a box.
Do any of you think that like in vitro gestation is immoral? Like creating a baby in a petri dish, is that immoral to you, anyone?
No, I don't think so. Yeah, like I think that it's actually, I think that one thing that is a benefit from it, even though I'm a man, is that in the future, males will be basically unnecessary to continue the species because you can take an X gene from two different females and then put it in a petri dish and make a baby. So it's not great for us,
Like
but
good.
also I think the world would be better off without us. So who
Dang,
knows?
that feels hateful.
It's not hateful
I try.
right now. You have to do it. I mean, if it's not hateful, it's just scientific advancement. If you're using it for eugenics, that's hateful. But
Well, that sounds like
it's
indistinguishable.
just giving people. It's just
Eugenics.
giving people who don't have the opportunity to make a baby with a male the opportunity to make one. Like if lesbian couple wanted to have a kid, they could have one that is genetically both of their child, the same way that a heterosexual couple could. A gay couple couldn't do that yet because they haven't figured out how to do two Y genes together without the egg, the X. But it's actually promoting more love, not less.
Well, you brought this up in the context of like not needing men anymore. That seems a little hateful.
Oh, it's just the consequence of it. There are unintended consequences of science. The unintended consequence of that is that men are just irrelevant, or not irrelevant as people, but just their necessity to continue the species is no longer required. So
But I guess
in
you're
that
pointing
specific
to the
term,
fact
they're
that
irrelevant.
won't be able to be dangled over anyone's head anymore.
Yes. hmm
I'm not really complaining. I'm just pointing out that it seems a little like hateful, though. Maybe
I mean, I'm
hateful
a
is
guy,
too strong of a
so
word.
I'm not being hateful. I'm just pointing out the like scientific reality of it.
Yeah, and that's fine.
What is it that she says in Jurassic Park? Men inherit the earth, men make dinosaurs, dinosaurs kill men, women inherit the earth. That's what it is. Science has advanced to the point where women will inherit the earth and men are no longer necessary. It's not hateful, it just is what it is.
Shouldn't that garnish a little bit of like appreciation for like the construction of machines?
I would
Wow.
appreciate anybody who sets forth on their goals with improvement to humanity as a whole, which I don't think that in either in either sex, I don't think that there are people that want to do that, but I think that there are people that want to do that in both sexes also. So
I agree with that point. I think largely like humanity has kind of made a mess of itself. And
yeah,
like at
I
least
will
we
say
have
that
these,
just
like,
because
pretty
men have had the
stories.
power. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I'll wrap up. I was gonna say we've like made these pretty stories that there's like a happy ending at the end of it, but I've actually grown to not really have that opinion so much anymore. Like I don't see.
Sure.
Hey, don't run away. Can't sleep. Nope. Lay down.
Gotta go. Bye.
Bye.
I'm 23. I didn't really understand the first question. Like, it's really worded weird. Could you like the whole thing? Like, males are rude. Like, are these statements at the bottom? Are you standing by these statements? Or are you just asking this question? I know I'm talking about the entire thing. I don't know if you make it or not. So, like, I'm guessing I'm not understanding the lingo because I don't know what you mean by, I don't know what a turf is. I'm sorry.
Basically, feminists who don't think that trans women are women.
Is it okay to
Trans women,
differentiate and say that trans women are trans women and women are women?
I
Is that
feel like trans women are trans women. I accept you. I don't like, I feel like when it gets off into the trans people who want to refer to women as birthing people,
it feels weird,
that's
right?
when that's a bit much. Um, I know like a lot of trans people don't like that. I feel like they deserve their own bathroom only because you guys need your own everything, quite frankly. Like they need to open their eyes and come to the realization that this is real. Like you guys are real. You're here. Okay, so in order for y'all to truly accept how you're saying you're accepting, you guys need your own bathroom as well. You guys need your own category in sports because I want to see which one of y'all are more elite than the other. Because that's what the point of the sport is for, correct? Okay then. There is.
It's a
Do
pretty
you know
small part of
how?
the
Listen,
population.
listen. You may feel like that, but you never know. What if you're fresh and now you're it's so open, like people are so afraid, especially trans in general. I'm gonna take women off of it, trans in general, because I've noticed and I've had to, step away from a couple of my gay friends and let them know that you can't how are you being homophobic within the gay community? And now I'm bashing you, but you cannot exclude trans people because they tried to do that to you. If that's not your cup of tea, shut the hell up. I don't know about anybody else, but I always clock that tea. So I would have always, yeah, I always clock that tea, baby. Yeah, and my thing is, if you felt like and I feel like it's safety wise also because you hold on, baby. Hold on, baby. It's safety wise, you can't just be okay. You can't just be doing stuff like that because in this day and age that we live in, it's dangerous for you to feel comfortable to use the men's bathroom, and it's dangerous for you to feel comfortable using the women's. And nobody's taking that into account. Yeah, you've always been in the bathroom. Yeah, it's always been dangerous, but that's what you need to understand about this new generation. We not going for that shit. I don't give a fuck how you feel. They go out of their way to do things like, for instance, that man who pretended to be trans went into the women's bathroom and did the things that he did. Y'all turned around and did not charge that man with a hate crime as well. Is that not considered a hate crime? In situations like that is why people need to be more open and sensitive. People aren't empathetic. Everybody's so ready to judge. You need to touch grass. And if you're not ready to do that, mind your business.
That's facts.
What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
Yeah, the person pretending to be a trans woman is not a trans woman, I think is the point.
Yeah, the point is his intent to do that was to put it out there as if propaganda.
Sure, sure.
They
Like he's
need to
spreading
make
his
a
own
story. They
idea
need to
that
make a
trans
story.
women.
Yeah, they want them to be
Yeah.
scared of y'all.
He's
Trans
demonizing
men
trans
as
people by
well.
doing.
They want them to be scared of you guys. They want them to be it's just I don't know, because I know a lot of trans people. Only because I'm getting into pride and stuff like that. I'm only 23. I'm getting into stuff like that now, and I'm like a really healing person. So people are drawn to me. So I've met a lot of them, and I don't feel no types of way, like the way people try to make it seem, and then the way they be on this app about it. Why couldn't you just mind your business? You're not them.
Yeah, a lot of hateful people out here with loud voices.
Yeah. Queen, were you trying to say something?
I was gonna say, I mean, men go into the women's bathroom even without pretending to be trans women, and sometimes they have ill intentions, but I do agree that, yeah, some people like to pretend to be trans just to spread propaganda against against trans people.
Yeah, like
Do
they
you
claim
guys
to be
know
trans and
about
do that
Project
stupid shit.
2025?
I'm sorry?
Do you guys know about Project 2025?
Yeah, it's terrifying.
This
You
is
are not
all
being fed
why
twice
I'm
today.
saying what I'm saying. There's 3 other people running for president other than Donald Trump and what's his name?
Yeah,
Sleepy Joe.
I'm voting for De La
Yeah.
Cruz.
I feel like you got, alongside with you guys getting your own bathroom and stuff like that. I feel like you guys need rights specifically to not only the gay community, but the trans community as well. Hey, because I don't understand why people feel like trans aren't part of the gay community. Like I heard a gay person say something like that.
What is this life?
And
What are we gonna do in this life?
Trans are absolutely a part of the LGBTQ
yeah.
community.
Yeah, that's why I had to be like, that's ridiculous. Like, how dare you
They
say
are not
something like
cishet.
that?
They belong.
I feel like you guys need to you guys need to make some noise about that shit. Y'all deserve y'all own, because before somebody discriminates on a gay person hiring them, they're definitely going to discriminate on a trans person.
Oh, absolutely.
And I've seen it. I have seen it. It was to the point where my manager was harassing him, and I honestly felt like, why would you hire him if you were going to act this way? Like, how dare you get in this woman, this woman's face, and tell her to leave that shit at home. Not just at work, anywhere. I live in Detroit, Michigan. Okay? That's why I say what I say. Y'all need your own bathrooms.
I slapped a manager once because he was trying to refuse service to a trans man.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
I'm gonna put myself out on a limb here. I am cis het and a white guy, and I've I guess the only kind of standout thing about me is that I am non-monogamous and polyamorous, and I've kind of looked for like a little bit of validation within the LGBTQ community for that, and not really been received well. What do y'all think about that? Is there?
Well,
But
it
not
is still a
only
part
I
of
disagree
the
with that.
LGBTQ community. There is a flag and a pride for it.
not only
For poly? Why not?
I don't know. I don't know all the terms, love. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't, baby. I don't. I'm 23. I'm just learning stuff like car insurance and shit. And like I said, I love y'all. I love all y'all equally. And if you feel like you identify as being part of the LGBTQ, um, more power to you. But don't ever seek validation from anybody because
I
know
agree
that
with
you're
that.
good enough.
Yeah,
Yeah, know
yeah.
that you're good enough regardless. Because you can't be do never expect anybody to validate you before you. Because how would you know that you're being validated? Oh,
I disagree with that.
wait. So you mean listen,
When
listen,
did I say
listen.
that?
Listen. I don't feel like you should say something like that because what if later down the line he ends up with two wives and they have a beautiful relationship and they're together for a long time. Then they're not included?
So they go to the event without me and I'm not allowed, I guess?
No, like that. Y'all are a part of. I see what he means. I see what he means. It's a part of that. That is new to being a part of the community, and that's what you guys need to realize. Now that you guys are out here and have a community, you need to know that you are a growing community.
Okay,
But so you're
polyamory and
saying that their
polygamy are two different things.
relationships do not count?
Listen,
Their
listen,
relationships are not valid?
listen. I'm gonna speak up as a polyamorous person myself. There is a big difference between polyamory and polygamy. No, that's polyamory.
I mean, it's
But
having two wives
they're
is
two
not what defines
women.
it. That's not what defines it.
Listen,
But listen, two
as
wives
a
and their husband.
can I, as a polyamorous person myself, polyamory is relating to a polycule. So if you are all in relationships with each other, that's polyamory. If you're just dating multiple people who have no relationship with each other, that's polygamy. There is a big difference.
Okay, but
Okay, a man with two wives can be polyamorous or polygamist. You have to dig deeper to figure out which he is.
but
I think that's a very surface level understanding of it. I mean, I am
I
so.
like I said, yeah. Okay, that's fine. But remember the part where I said if you can't accept it, keep it to yourself? Because what if somebody came in here and said they can't accept you as a person because you choose to be part of this community?
And polyamorous
Polygamy
people
for
have their
them.
own
But like I
community.
said, I feel like I said, the LGBTQ community is growing. You can't be biased. You have to open your mind to new things. You have to be open minded to be part of the LGBTQ community. And when you get to picking and choosing, I'm serious. When you get to and then I won't, then I'll stop and we can just agree to disagree. They're all together.
Yeah, and
These
okay,
There's
so
no
you
way
just got
these
a
two
lot
women are
more
not
specific.
attracted to each other if if this is my husband, this is my wife. What are you talking about? They're together. They are a
That's the
couple.
context of
The
polyamory,
three people
typically. Yeah.
are a couple. They are together.
Are you
Okay, but
talking to me? Because like I'm part of that community.
I'm talking. Listen.
I don't think you know what you're talking about.
Did you are you because if you don't understand their community and that's where the lack of information is, okay then. But you need to realize that all three of them are a thing. So you're excluding the fact that these women have to be attracted to each other, and then they have to be attracted to him, and he has to be attracted to them for that to work. So how doesn't that make okay? But I told you which one I was talking about. Mhm.
That's what we were bringing up in the first place, and you told us that wasn't the case. So you sidestepped.
May I ask?
Yeah, and I don't think anybody contested that. No, I did not.
I said I feel like because he said he feels like he's seeking validation from the community, and you said you're not part of the community,
As
and
a
I
as a
said I feel
polyamorous
like
person.
he would if that were to be the
Can
case, if
can I
that's
say
what you were
something?
looking for.
So
May I say
I
something?
yeah, Unicorn, you came in. Can I put one point before you go? And it'll probably give you more context to clap back at me if you need. um, I do consider being polyamory as a sexual orientation. I do not believe that I can exist in a monogamous relationship. It just doesn't like the concept of withholding love from a third person because a number two is in my life doesn't track in my heart, you know? So like I do see it as an orientation. It's not something I can mute. It's not something I can turn off. But I want to hear what Unicorn has to say also.
Um, as far as polyamory goes in the Legitimique, um, I only accept that people in queer relationships, whatever they may be poly. I do not accept cis hetero people claiming polyamoryism to be attached to the LGBTQ community. So that they have some sort of gain some sort of legitimacy to talk about LGBTQ issues.
Do
Cis
you believe
hetero
that they should have a
cis
community?
cis hetero people do not belong in the LGBTQ community except as allies and supporters. That's it. You don't.
Um, this is a tough crowd, baby. This is a tough crowd. But I think because he just said that he agreed with what I said, so I feel like the validation he's trying to seek is when he is in that relationship with two women because he said he wants, that's what he wants. Are you guys not going to validate? Are you, but my thing is, does that not mean they're not, he, so does that not mean when he comes into spaces where, you know, LGBTQ, like Pride, does that mean he's not welcome? Then they have to go because,
Yeah, but he's not a
but
part of the community. He's not in a queer relationship
so he's
to
just
be a
supporting
part of the.
why?
It's just a cis
Well,
heterosexual relationship that is polyamorous.
Can we dissect the word queer for a second? I think queer usually just means kind of like outside of the norm. If you like really take it to its definition in the dictionary, I think it actually is defined as strange.
I don't know.
I think
Are
that's
you
the
trans?
actual.
Is the host? Do you identify as trans or yeah? Oh, okay.
Because you're not binary.
And
Okay.
my sexuality isn't lesbian. My sexuality is queer. I identify as queer because I interest in sex, but I do have sexual attractions. And cisgendered men is not any part of that.
I guess
Um.
I struggle with the idea because there's I guess there's a bit of vitriol that comes with the idea of being polyamorous, even as a cis het man. It's not a very accepted thing, you know, to like walk up to your parents and be like, oh hey, you know, I've got 2 girlfriends and they know about each other and both like each other, and you know
Well,
it
Alex,
comes
let me
with a
ask you a
lot of like
question.
slanty looks and people being like, what the hell are you doing with your life, you know? Uh,
Are you only attracted to women?
I would say there's probably 5% of the male population that could maybe get me on a date, but yes, largely I am
That
attracted to
man, you
women.
aren't part of the LGBTQ.
I just think most men are kind of like not very clean or kind, so sure.
I'm finna follow all of y'all.
Cool.
No, that's cool, and that's refreshing to hear. That is refreshing to hear because it doesn't feel like it's been very like I don't know. Like I guess I've maybe looked for a little bit of a home within the LGBTQ community because of being polyamorous, and it's just been like, no, you're not a part of it, but like I don't really have much of another spot to sit in, really.
Look
Like
for
the
the upside down
monogamous community
pineapples,
doesn't like
Okay,
it.
Alex.
buddy,
Look
I'm
for
here
the
for
upside
you.
down pineapples. That's where you will be accepted in a community.
Yeah, I don't know. I just haven't had
Now
much
go
luck
find your
finding
boyfriend.
those
Oh my
people.
god.
Maybe not. Maybe not. I'm not trying to
But
be
I
an
feel like,
infiltrator.
but I
I
feel like
don't understand why
this is where,
cis
listen,
hetero
listen,
men
listen. You
want to
guys see
be a
how
part of
you
the
guys know that
community.
there's a community and he doesn't. Instead of being like, because it was really, in me being a part of the LGBTQ community, I really feel like us being part of that community, you guys were a little mean. It was giving a little mean here, a little bit. a little bit because, and then Unicorn, you know who
I
you sound
I
like.
am ga-
You
I
have you
am
guys seen?
gatekeeping this
Have you
shit.
guys seen?
Cis hetero people do not belong in the community. I am gatekeeping. Damn it.
Have you guys seen that movie with the bear and the deer, and they kidnapped the poodle? They kidnapped the poodle. You know what I'm talking about. I know you know what I'm talking about.
I have
And I'm
no
trying to
clue.
think of it. I'm trying to think of it's a kids movie. And basically like the little poodle really hated like outside animals. He was really bougie. And then he got his tongue, his tail stung on the little bug zapper. And then he traumatized all the other dogs in the neighborhood, like, oh, they're vicious, they're vile, we need to get rid of them. Like, I'm trying to sit here and think of the movie, I swear. I'm trying to sit here and think of the movie, but he sounds just like the poodle. And it's so crazy because that poodle was clocking everybody. Like, the dog was sitting there, he had got off, one of the dogs had got off the bus and was running through the field with his tongue sticking out, running back and forth all fast, and all you see is the little poodle walk past, and he was like, calm down, stop acting like you've never been anywhere. he doesn't he doesn't have to be in the community, but it doesn't mean you guys got to be like, oh no, you can't sit with us.
That's the vibe I get. Is a very much of like
I'm
you
going
can't
to
sit with us.
die on the hill of gatekeeping this away from
Oh
the cis
my
hets.
god, I need you to
I'm
read
going to
something
die
to
on
me.
that hill.
Can I pay you to read something to me, Unicorn? Mm, okay. Um, yeah, Unicorn. If you got Cash App, I want you to read something to me because you sound just like him, and it's so funny to me.
Like
Okay,
who?
what else?
Like who?
The little poodle from the movie. I'm finna find it. A second. I gotta grab my phone. Can I ask you guys a question? How do you guys feel about the man in the bear situation? Because somebody tried to bite my head off yesterday. I had to leave the live because I was like, oh my god, like people are answering that question out of trauma, and you can't devalidate their trauma, but don't man bash in the process. That was my answer.
I think
No,
that's wild.
I was instantly attacked. I feel like don't do no bashing because as soon as they bash you back, now they're transphobic. And I don't want nobody saying nothing about nobody. If you're a shitty man, you know you're a shitty man.
You're a cool
And if you're a
person.
shitty person, you're a shitty person. But listen,
Aren't
you
men
gotta
bashing
wait for
people
them to
bad?
start first. You can't just whip that out. And then I'm sure you got
Yeah,
good
then you're no
comebacks.
better.
Yeah, you can't just whip that out. You gotta wait for it to be whipped on you.
Yeah, but you're kind of
But
throwing
that
in
makes you no
everybody that
different.
has a penis into
You're
this
better
like
than them.
situation.
Look at you. Look at you. You're better than them. You have your own TikTok, you got your own platform, and
Why
they're
are you
talking
being so
shit.
sexist?
Uh-oh. See? Listen.
Yes,
Oh,
you
That
can
don't
be
mean that
sexist.
don't
don't
mean
Though.
say
anything.
that.
That do not
Don't
mean
say that.
anything.
Don't say that.
How old are you, Marie? How old are you, Marie?
Give me this.
Yes. 13. No, cuz I be
This Isn't it against the guidelines to be on lives without being 18 or something? Sorry, kiddo. Better luck next time. I appreciate
It was
that
a
she
valiant
was like,
effort,
standing up
though.
against
It was a
sexism, though.
valiant effort. You
Yeah.
got to give her credit for it.
Yeah, for sure. No, don't be like that. No, you're standing up against prejudicial behavior with more prejudicial behavior. That's not good. That's not going to move us in the right direction.
Yeah. I'm moving it over there. Yeah, there's a plug over there. Oh no.
What you
See,
just
look, you're
interested
making
in
me
setting
drop
fire
things.
to
You
it?
need
You
to
don't
calm
care about
down.
anything getting rid of it?
So are like Alex, like are you saying that like people shouldn't reclaim like slurs?
I definitely never said that, and I'm not even sure what that means.
Well, I mean, what you
Yeah,
said.
could you give us a little information on that? I didn't
What
even
you,
catch that.
what
All I
you
heard was
said that
slurs.
we were using more discrimination to fight discrimination, right?
Oh no, I think he means you guys not validating their relationship in the LGBT community is discriminating.
I think we're on a different
But you
topic.
guys are
Adrian.
looking at it as he's straight and they're the ones who's part of the community. But it's dividing their relationship.
I think we moved to something else, Asia. What were you asking, Unicorn?
Again, Alex, you're not part
But
of the
he
community.
just said,
You can be an ally, though.
But he just said,
You can be an
if
ally,
you
though,
look
Alex.
good enough,
I
if you're to
appreciate it.
his standards, to his tastes, you could be looking scrumdiddlyumptious in the right place in the right time. Walk up on him smooth. Would you like to get some coffee? He's going to crumble like cookies, baby. Crumble like
On the
cookies right
off
in your hand.
chance
It's over with.
that Alex finds
I got like two friends that could do him in right now.
another person of the same sex attractive, and no, absolutely not.
Hey,
Not the chance of Alex having a bisexual experience still does not make him
I've
a part of
had
the
one.
community.
I've had
They
one
are
experience.
just
and it
So
was very,
bisexual
very
people aren't
bad.
part of the community?
Alex's
So if he
Alex's
decides
chances of
after
having
that
a bisexual
that
experience are
that's
slim
something
to
he wants to
none.
do, he's
Hey,
not part of the
hold
community.
up. Hold up, Unicorn.
Does he have
Hold
to
up.
have that
NNA.
experience prior?
Wait up,
I just want to
dog.
know the criteria.
I explored a same-sex experience, and it was sexually abusive, so that I did not have a good time.
Oh, you just probably haven't found your person.
Yeah. Well, I haven't really explored that since. And I was going to last year.
So you were close to it. So you're
Yeah.
entertaining situations like that.
Well, I had someone approach me at a Halloween
All right,
party.
sir. Inside voices.
You're good. I had someone approach me at a Halloween party, and they were very forward. And I gave them my number, and I told myself if they gave me a happy birthday text literally 2 days later that I would go on a date with them. I didn't get the happy birthday text, and so I didn't go on a date with them. But my bar is just high. My bar is just really high for like a guy. Really, really high.
Hello. I don't know. You accepted the invite.
Oh wow.
Go ahead and boot me again.
I'm still curious, Unicorn. What were you saying about like the reclaiming slurs? I don't know what you're meaning with all that.
Well, some minority groups have reclaimed slurs that people use against us,
Like the F slur.
Well, we still don't like. There's some people in the community that use that. I personally don't like that one. My personal favorite is like I like to say I'm the tranny you don't want to mess with.
Okay.
Oh, can you like explain that for me? Oh. So what? I'm 18. 2005. Huh? No, I just turned 18. My birthday was on June 20th.
Move. Yep.
No, I should have been 50.
Almost made it. Bro almost did the math. Almost did the math. Yep. Yeah, birthday coming up is the right answer. Sorry, buddy. Close. He's 17. At best. Epic.
I am too. Where's my lighter?
Hey, hey,
Unicorn.
I resemble that remark.
Man, where is my lighter?
I want to get back to the reclaiming slurs thing. I mean, I think there's probably like value in that. But I mean, it just depends, really. Like, I can imagine there being some slurs that like reclaiming isn't really much of an option. But like if someone like calls you a slur and you just like own it and you're like, yeah, you know what, that is me. Like, that's probably okay. I don't know.
I feel like don't say that shit at all. I'm not playing none of them games. I don't like stuff like that. No. I don't hang around men that feel like it's okay to degrade my friends like this. My friends are just somebody in person. I don't like people that do stuff like that. So if you out here swinging the F word, expect to be called all the B's and H's in the world because your disrespect is never going to top mine. Oh, that's a gay man. He's part of the community. That's like me calling another black person like, "What's up, my nigga?" I honestly
Yo,
feel
why y'all
like
talking like
a
that? Y'all
white
big
person
headed,
should
big
not
back
walk up on me
donkeys.
like that. What you say? Drop him. I think, yeah, I was finna say.
Not like a kid.
Yeah, that.
See, I like to say that I'm the bad tranny.
I think ultimately I land with Asia on this. Like, I am gonna stay away from using slurs, whether reclaiming or not, and it just feels like hateful language, and I'm usually uncomfortable, even if like someone that owns the slur is using the slur. I usually still feel a little uncomfortable.
Do you think that my sorry?
What do you mean by hate speech should be regulated? Hate speech is illegal, baby. I don't play none of them games. There's an account on here on TikTok. I don't know if you guys know about this. You go there, you send that person on that TikTok the username. You send the money to their Cash App, and their whole account is gone. I don't play none of those games. It is.
Real quick,
Like I said, you
real quick,
cannot walk
hang on.
up to somebody in public and be like, "You're a effing effer." You know what I'm talking about, ag, and you deserve to die and some more stuff and this, that, and the third. As soon as that start happening, this is harassment, and now I don't feel safe. You tell them twice to get out of your space. After that, you're going to jail. It's illegal. This is exactly why you guys need your own rights, because that shit is illegal. Because now I feel like you're trying to perform a hate. Oh, I'm sorry. I stay in Detroit, and they setting off these big ass fireworks. So if you hear it in the background, I'm sorry. But you can deem that shit a fucking hate crime. You guys have rights. When you guys were able to get married, y'all got specific rights to go with it. That's why I said, look into that shit. Look into that shit. Do not be afraid to call the popo. Because I know two. Call them. Call them. And that's why I said, please call them. Please call them. Please. Because I know several police officers. I know several police officers who do not play that shit. You in here harassing them because of their personal choices. I may not have, when I rolled up, I may not have been able to take you in for nothing, but I promise you by the time I leave, you're going with us. I'm telling you, I know
cops than I
police
know.
officers. Like, I stay in Detroit, Michigan. It's a stereotype, baby. And you meet bad ones, yeah, because there's bad people, but not everybody is bad. Not everybody is against y'all. There's people that are. And that's why I said y'all deserve your own rights. That's why y'all got your own rights. Call the police. Because as soon as you get into stating facts, there's nothing they can do but follow through because they got that camera on their chest.
I'm not calling the police. I'm
And
not
that's
calling
fine.
the police.
But just know if we was together and it were to happen, I'm calling them on your behalf because you won't be doing that to my friend.
Oh,
I'm not doing that
no,
on my
no.
behalf. This man is out here harassing people. I'm scared. Take him away. We're just women. Sorry. You want us to be damsels? Here you go. Take him away, officer. Now that shit's on your record. Ooh, I love doing shit like that. You think I'm scared of you? Try it. And now you've lost your freedom. I know my rights. And I want everybody else to know theirs. They can't do that shit to you. Look it up. It's Googleable. So yeah, no slurs over here, baby. No slurs
You have
over
the
here.
best energy.
Yeah. Yeah, no slurs over here. 'Cause we having a
Does
good time.
anyone
Really,
ever
okay?
feel comfortable? Does anyone ever feel comfortable around the police?
You know,
Yes.
I'm a white guy. I can usually do like just pretend like he's my disappointed dad, and they'll usually let me off with just about anything.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, that's definitely privilege. I wish you would have
it's
kept that to
privilege.
yourself.
Absolutely.
If you just act
Um,
right,
I'm acknowledging it.
if you just
acknowledging
act
it.
normal, then you
That's why I
won't have
shared.
to run into the police. But you guys have such a problem fucking just doing that. You guys are always running into the damn police because you guys cause so much bullshit all the time.
What are you talking
Black,
about?
black people.
Kick him. Wait, let me screenshot his profile. Watch this, y'all. Oh, you got
Hey,
5,385 followers, sir.
To be clear, I'm a white tea queer woman that does not feel ever comfortable around.
Buddy,
the
I don't know
police.
who you were talking about some, you black people. Like, no, you white people boiling your chicken every once in a while. No seasonings. All you use is salt and pepper. Clock that tea. What, you gonna go dazzle some salt on it? Oh, too spicy for you, huh? Yeah, get that fixed. I'm 15.
Let her stay. No! Stay in the comments.
Come
Make me
back
kiki in the
with the
comments. I
same
love you.
attitude. Come back with
love
the
you.
same attitude. That was great.
Okay, I love that for you. You
Hey.
boiled your chicken. He didn't say sprinkled. He said a little
I'm gonna
spicy.
put myself on a limb
Baby.
again.
Your parents should be
I
proud.
felt like that was anti-white racism. Is that wrong? I feel like that was.
Yeah, that was definitely anti-white racism. I'm sorry, I got a little hype. I apologize, Alex.
You know, it's chill.
You did
It's
take
chill. No,
accountability.
I can empathize. I can empathize. I have an obligation in my soul to speak out against racism, no matter who it's against.
Is
Felt like
15
it.
Gen Alpha
I mean-
or are they still the Zoomers?
I don't know what they are.
But I loved her moxie. I
also can admire it, even if I found a little offense in it. Yeah.
Don't say that. Don't say that. And with that being said, Alex, I apologize because I cackled. I didn't
You're-
laugh. I cackled.
No, you're
And,
too kind, Asia. I don't even, like I said, I can empathize, really.
Yeah, because I've seen, like I said, I live in Detroit, Michigan. They don't play that shit, and they not playing with you. Let a white person get out of line. We gonna do reverse racism so fast, baby. You know how much, you know how quick I whipped that shit out on a Karen, girl. I was 13 when I moved to Virginia. I stayed 45 minutes away from the White House in the Capitol building. I was eating hoes up, baby. I was on the debate team. Stop playing. I'm ready whenever. Mm.
Yikes.
Right. Because you don't want to get reported. All right. But like I said,
It's crazy that that's like the
we'll,
majority of
we'll,
segment.
we'll use that. We'll use it so fast because racism is racism. The racism
Straight
has
up.
a definition. So you know when I say that I used me, Asia Calvin, not the host, reverse racism, I have turned around the power because the power you thought you had, you no longer got, and I'm ready to play the games with you. And you don't want to play the games I want to play because you thought you were going to play the color purple and I want to play soft. So now it's a problem, right? This is how.
Oh, I'm 18. I was born 2003.
Jermaine, you stupid.
Aww.
Yeah, bro.
You should have just asked your question.
Bro, these kids are
2003. Why you
trying
ain't
their
Google that
best.
before you got in here? You knew she was finna ask.
Oh my
Tisk,
god.
tisk. Wow. You stupid. But then my thing is, why he a stupid idiot? You a stupid idiot too. Because why you ain't telling? Yeah, you know he was telling you he was finna do this.
I like his friend. I like his friend. His friend just like tossed him right under the bus.
Right under the bus, like you dumb as hell. I can't believe you. Because as soon as the math wasn't mathing in my head, I was like, that don't sound right. Say something in the comments, sir. Come on. Okay. Bye, guys. I followed everybody.
Wow, that is super inspiring.
Yeah, I'm closing that door for good. Alex,
Oh.
you're permanently barred. I'm sending the referral to the Rainbow Council.
Damn.
Not the referral. But you get a trial. You can put in for like redaction.
Okay.
So you'll get a letter in 90
I'll revisit
days.
in a few years.
Or you could submit when you finally do, if you know you get a little booth thing, and you got to tell me when it happened. I know you don't know me, but I got a feeling since you said what you said, I feel like it's very possible the right one got to walk up on you and it's gonna happen.
Y'all are too kind. Back at you. Y'all were lovely. Thank you. That's okay. We'll revisit that too.
That's okay.
Good night.
Bye.